I leave my baby alone, even for a second? What is wrong with me?
You only turned away to tie Cameron's shoe.
But it was long enough for somebody to grab Jake out of his stroller.
They were obviously watching and waiting. How were you supposed to know that?
I shouldn't have looked away.
Elizabeth, you are a wonderful mother. And you've always done the best you could for your kids. Nothing you did caused this to happen.
Jake is not what?
You shouldn't have to go through this.
You're drunk.
No, you're a good man, Lucky. You're a good man. You love Jake. This is just not fair.
Do you have information about my son or not?
To my stomach when I think about what kind of person might have taken Jake.
Try not to go to the worst case scenario.
It's just so terrifying not knowing. I feel so alone.
Lucky is just as upset as you are.
Yeah, you would think this sort of thing would pull us together. But instead it's pulling us apart because Lucky blames me for Jake's kidnapping.
Okay, I've been there too. Last summer, when I was pregnant and I decided to have the abortion, Lucky tried to convince me not to have it. And when he couldn't do that, he completely lost it. And he made me feel so awful, like I was making the worst decision of my life. And I could blame it on the pills, but I know that's how Lucky gets when he is upset that something is out of his control. You know, he feels helpless, and it builds up inside until it comes out in this burst of anger.
You know your brother so well.
I just don't want this to tear you guys apart.
And neither do I.
Lucky is desperate to get his son. He has no leads. He has nothing to hold on to. It's eating him alive.
What are you trying to tell me about my son?
It was just awful that he was taken, and I wish that there was something I could do to help because, I know what it's like to lose a child.
You may have a lead.
Can I talk to Jason for a minute, please?
You've been drinking?
Yeah. I've been drinking. I know it was stupid. But Jason, I started thinking how awful Jake's parents must feel. Which brought back all of these memories, and I just feel like I started spiraling down just a little bit. So I came here because I wanted to tell Jake's father how sorry I was. I do.
Thanks for coming, Spinelli. The only one I can talk to.
Look, if this is about the abduction of the innocent one,
It's about Lucky and Elizabeth. This whole thing is tearing them apart. Lucky is scared, and he is helpless, and he wants to lash out at someone, and that someone is Elizabeth, the person he's closest to. It's horrible.
Yeah.
He's acting as if it's her fault that Jake got taken.
Right, when she would do anything to protect the small stone cold one.
And Elizabeth told Lucky that, but now she's blaming herself, running it over and over in her head, thinking about what she could have done differently, how she shouldn't have turned away.
Look, it's so cruel that Stone Cold is behind bars because he would know how to deal with this. He could reassure her.
I mean, now Elizabeth is probably thinking if she had told the truth about Jason being Jake's father, maybe none of this would have ever happened.
hope you don't mind that I'm here.
How are you doing?
Terrified. Sometimes I have faith that we'll find Jake and he'll be all right. And then sometimes my mind drifts to every imaginable horror.
Don't let yourself go there. Elizabeth, we have to stay hopeful.
I'm sure you're just as scared. Maybe more so being locked up.
The only thing that matters to me is finding Jake, and we were going to find Jake.
Thank you for thinking so clearly, always.
I'm not so sure I do.
Jason, I was falling apart. I was giving into panic, and then I came to see you, and I was able to think coherently. I went home, and I wrote down everything that happened in the park, a sequence of events, and who was with us.
Did you come up with anything at all?
Nothing. Jason, what if Jake...
Don't go there. I need you to stay strong for him and for me. I need you to believe our son will be found.
Karma. Like, if you do something wrong, the universe will even out the score.
The blonde one is referring to Elizabeth keeping silent about the innocent one's paternity?
Well, maybe if Elizabeth had told the truth, then Jake wouldn't have been kidnapped.
I don't believe in the universe playing like judge and jury. Elizabeth's not to blame.
But you thought it was wrong for her to lie.
Yeah. I just think it would be best, if Stone Cold just came forward as the true, father of the innocent one, and maybe they could just share custody.
Yeah, but they had their reasons for hiding it. The way Lucky is acting right now, so angry and out of control, he would lose it completely if he found out that Jake wasn't his son. I mean, he'd probably dive into a bottle of pills and never come back. I don't know. I used to think that Elizabeth and Jason were wrong, that they were being unfair to Lucky. And then I convinced myself that they had made the right decision after all. And now, I don't know, maybe there is no right or wrong. Maybe it's just all a blurry middle ground.
I think sometimes good people have to make tough decisions that cause them much pain, but it doesn't mean their goodness doesn't shine as brightly.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Just take care of yourself.
If I told the truth from the start,
You can't second guess yourself, Elizabeth. We did what we thought was best for Jake.
Elizabeth, I didn't know you were coming to the station.
I was going crazy waiting for words, so
Just come with me, I'll fill you in.
Something happened?
Yeah, we're working on a potential sighting in Fairfield. I tried to call you, but you were here, visiting with Jason. The daycare center in Fairfield on line 1. Detective Spencer. Yeah, that's right. He's about 7 weeks old. Yeah, 10 pounds, fair skin. His eyes are turning blue.